Welcome to this edition of CPWN. I'm Clarence Ponsler. Well, Biloxi, Mississippi went through another hurricane, Hurricane Zeta. It made landfall around 4 o'clock originally in southeast Louisiana between Morgan City and Grand Isle, and it trekked its way right over New Orleans, went through Hancock and Pearl River counties with sustained winds of at least 90 miles an hour. And then here in Biloxi and Gulfport, we had wind gusts of 75 to 100 miles per hour, sustained of at least 60. So the power is out here at Palm Isle. It's been out since 7:30 p.m. Wednesday, the 28th of October, 2020. And we're going to show you some of the damage. And just to forewarn you, it could be a bit epic. So this damage is just in front of my apartment windows. So I can view it from the inside of my apartment. You see we have a loose gutter. We have some shingles, but this is minor damage compared to what I'm about to show you. So here's a little bit more siding and roof damage, more shingles, but now we're getting into the interesting stuff. Let me take you over to this sign. Like it by a tree? Not anymore. See that one where it says 301 to 316? That used to be over here. I'm going to zoom the camera in. You can see a little bit more siding loose. A little bit of that original construction framework. Let's take a good look at that roof. Why a few shingles blown around. This is what 75 to 100 mile per hour wind gusts can do. Look at this. This used to be on someone's roof. Look at this intersection. You know what's missing? Stoplights. So a reminder, drivers, when you come across this situation, please treat them as a four-way stop. Look at this fence blown down by those strong winds. And speaking of strong winds, that can topple down some trees. You see a little bit of evidence right here. This beautiful scene won't be the same again. Here's another view of this wooded forest that has been changed due to Hurricane Zeta. In terms of rainfall, we only had roughly 2 to 4 inches of it, maybe 6 inches in isolated spots. So flooding wasn't as exasperated as it could have been if the system would have traveled at a slower pace. A reminder, that system was going roughly 25 to 30 miles per hour to the northeast when it impacted South Mississippi. This is the worst of the damage that I can find here at Palm Isle. Some heavier twigs down from a live oak tree on the other side of my property. Take a good look at it. This is going to take a lot of hands to get this cleaned up. And of course, more roof damage with a lot of shingles blown off. And here's one last look of more gutter and shingle damage. Also too, parts of this roof will need to be completely redone. Well, this damage is going to take some time to clean up, and this is just here at Palm Isle in Biloxi, Mississippi. There's a lot more damage to find across not only in Mississippi, but in Louisiana, into parts of Alabama, the Florida Panhandle, Georgia, the Carolinas, maybe even Tennessee and Virginia. And thank you so much for watching this edition of CPWN. Clarence Ponsler saying, have a nice day or evening if this nighttime. Goodbye.